50 segment. First question is to you, Wayne. Should the AFL provide fans with a list of banned words?
That's a very good question. No, I wouldn't. Well, we know what... I think every person knows what you can and can't say, clearly.
No, we don't.
Why do we need... Well,
no, we don't.
Can you say bald-headed flog, green maggot?
I would have thought green maggot and bald-headed flog would be OK.
What's more offensive, bald or flog?
Well, given that I'm a little bit challenged on top, probably bald to me, but the guy saying it was bald himself. So, look, I think that was an overreaction, if that's all that he said. Now, there are other reports that he may have said a couple of other things that the umpire took offence to. So if that's the case, then...
But this has got bizarre, though, Duck. This is going to get out of hand.
It's gone.
I mean, I'm not a fan of... I go to junior footy, completely different set of rules. Do not yell at the umpire. The umpire's a 15-year-old. It's just a bit of common sense, but you're allowed... Can you imagine going to the English Premier League soccer and saying, we're going to stop your chance? I mean, where does it end? It's a bizarre one.
Tim, is the Adam Goodes apology 4 years too late?
Yeah, clearly. No, clearly it is. And it was quite interesting then just to talk to Paddy Dangerfield about that too, and his understanding of what Adam Goodes might have been going through at that particular point of time, the Players Association. We know how they're now supporting Adam Goodes, how they're supporting any form of racism, what they're doing to out that. So I think it is late. But I think, you know, like, I think we all would agree that we knew that there was some part of it that was going on, but we weren't quite sure as to how we were reacting ourselves at that time and calling it out. And I think a lot of people have called it out a lot more strongly now than what they did at any other time. So, yes, I think we are a bit late coming to the party.
But would they have apologised if there was no documentary? Probably not.
Probably not. But the point is, though, the documentary has brought it to light again and shone that light on it, and I think people are responding in the right way now.
Luke, will Buddy Franklin be remembered as a better player than Wayne Carey?
Oh, hang on a minute. That can't really spit my water out on that. We love Buddy. Buddy will be regarded as an all-time great, automatic Hall of Famer. But the man sitting alongside you, Mick, is in a category all of his own, and I don't think Buddy Franklin would compare himself to the man alongside you. Very different ball game. Not going to measure up to...
Hang on.
Well, there's some raw numbers there.
The raw numbers say that the Buddy's got it by the look of things.
How many BNS MVPs?
Sorry, I didn't see that. I was looking at the All-Australians. A few extra goals. Our man's number one, Mick.
Tim, does Nathan Buckley owe Mick Malthouse an apology?
His timing was out, yes. I don't know that Mick wants an apology from Nathan, but I'm sure that Nathan would be quite happy to offer an apology. Yeah, I think that if they could possibly mend that bridge, that would be fantastic for both of them.
Wayne, did the Brisbane Lions get ahead of themselves?
Clearly. They were poor on the weekend, weren't they? I think, look, Carlton aren't that bad. Clearly responded after, losing their coach, but Brisbane has still got a little way to go, and I know they're sitting in the 8 at the moment, and Brisbane supporters won't like me saying this, but if they made it this year, I do think it would be a year too early. I don't think they're a finals team just yet. They are hard to beat at home, but showed on the weekend, get them away from home and not so hard.
Luke, should the Gold Coast Suns relocate to Tasmania?
It's an interesting discussion. I think at some point a team in Tasmania would be brilliant. Are we ready for it yet? If there is one and a case can be met, we need to see the Gold Coast through. I think that part of the world has struggled with football and struggled with other codes, but I think the AFL is big enough to play the long game there. We just have to get it right, is my view.
Can't call them the Tasmanian Suns.
No.
No, you give them the licence.
Their tan's going to drop off tremendously.
What's happened to their chirpy chairman too? We haven't heard from him for a while.
That's a clear strategy. I think
it came out early.
I think Tassie's certainly get a team, maybe as early as 2026, but I think it'll be his 19th team, and then you might get a 20th in Adelaide or Perth, the third team in one of those cities.
And the Tasmanians have already explained that they don't want a relocated team, do they? They want their own.
They want their own.
They want the licence, but they don't want to rebrand anyone else. Hey, time now.